And somebody in between sneaked in to take my life. So there were assassins everywhere for me. I was facing gunmen everywhere. It's in the news. Go to the press. Assassins came to my house on the road. They just want to take my life. It wasn't Segun Arinze. It wasn't Ejike Asebu. It wasn't even Abo. In fact, I lost my mother last month.
Oh, my condolences.
No, October, right, said. Yes, and I'll be burying her very soon. Ibn Abo called me, and she'll be coming for my mother's burial. But that year, I was like, oh, Ibn Abo, you want to kill me? You know, stuff. But the woman that was behind was somewhere quiet and, you know.
The school didn't cost us that much. We were still owing the owner of the house. We had leased the building for 10 years because it wasn't really completed. And we couldn't even finish our buildings and all that because of his drug use. We couldn't make things out of life. We couldn't do anything with, we couldn't plan. We couldn't go ahead with our plans because of his drug use.
So he had a drug problem?
She says is correct. Everything.
Everything she says is correct?
Everything.
So your dad was physically abusive to your mom, that's correct?
Yeah.
Your dad was emotionally abusive to your mom, that's correct?
Very true.
Your dad says your mom denied him access to you guys, that's not true?
That's not true.
I only denied him access to the younger ones
under 18.
Because of the threat,
Yeah.
because of the, I'm coming with the army, I'm coming with the navy, I'm going to break them.
In any way, but you have to consider what that man is going through. For real. I used to work with Emeka Ike, and I never met his wife. I don't know his son, but I know family dynamics that can push you to something like that. And there's no deeper hurt than when people you have sacrificed your life, your savings, your everything for, kind of turn on you. It's sad, It's sad. So I hope that they find a way to make it up to each other, maybe apologize father to son, and pull through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I
keep talking about our parents were abused. How many of us have gone to schools? How many of us have kids? It didn't affect us negatively. We turned out well. We did good.
That's a point right there. That's a big point right there.
But maybe it's because we don't use thingy in Nigeria. If lots of people had access to this thing in Nigeria the way they have access to it here,
you think so?
They would have find them.
You think?
It would be,
we are tough people.
Catastrophic.
We born to be hard and to be tough. We received it tough.
I think we have heart. I think we are more emotionally present and considerate, and life. We value life. I think in Nigeria, I've been away for too long. We value life in Nigeria. I don't think that people can pick a gun and somebody, just because you have road rage, you come down and somebody. I don't think that would happen in Nigeria,
There's a new one that started happening in Nigeria now. People be bashing their car like rams fighting.
I saw it.
It just started like 2 months ago. There's a level of road rage we have entered right now in Nigeria where you go bash person motor, the person will come screen. Let me ask you a question, Regina. You've worked with Emeka Ike before. What kind of person would you say Emeka Ike is?
He's a gentleman. I like that dude. He's a gentleman, yes. I have never seen any type of violence with him. But that's not to say that people don't change, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened between him.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. My name is Adebola Adeyemo.
Okay, you were the Adebola that was mentioned by the ex-wife, saying you witnessed when she almost used because of community guidelines.
Okay.
So please tell us your own side of the story. In your own words, what did you witness? What really happened?
Anyway, I don't want to say anything about it because it has been a long time. In fact, even when everything started that time, people were calling me to say something, say I refuse. I said no, not until when bros really want to talk about it. I am very close to that family. In fact, I'm close to both of them because me and Mama started as a model, even before they start dating Emeka Ike. So I'm close to Emeka too, because even the first day I met with Emeka was a job that we did together, Tom Zebra Crossing, with former Emeka Ike at Maryland. JJ Kosa was there, even Des was there. So that was when I first met with Emeka one-on-one. Before and now, as modern time now, you have to go to different audition. And I met him back at Uncle Tadio Gideon's office. That was the second time at that time that we now get close. So I'm so close with Emeka that when I started working with him as a PA, that was when he opened CIS Movies and Entertainment at Aderon Ogusoya. So, and I was living in Ojota. It was because I grew up in Surulere. So I had to come to my grandmother's place in Ojota. So he is living in Ogudu. So when we now met again, I said, he's in Ogudu. I said, I live in Ojota now. So and he asked me, I said, oh, I'm not doing anything for now because I did a lot of job in Monday World. So I know the way at that time when you have done so many jobs, they will not use it again. So he now said that he has opened a studio that I said, okay, I can work with him. So I started, he now said he needs a personal assistant. So I said, okay, I will do it. So my house is in Ojota, his house is in Ozogudu. He was still, at that time, he was still single when we started. At that time. So I went, we worked for some times. So I saw another, I went to acting. So I was working with Toba's concept at that time. So I went back. So I met him in another, we want to do Miss Koshofe local government, the pageant of Miss Koshofe. So I had to tell him, so I now call him, I want to do that. I said, but I asked you to work with me. So to cut the story short, we started working at that time. Then him and Mama, they already married at that time. They're living together in Magudu because Emeka was living at Ogudu at the time that were. So the first year I see that things were working fine. Two of them loved each other. Things were very fine. In fact, if this one don't see this one can't stay. They're always together. So years after, like 2-3 years, 4 years after, because I worked with him for like almost 8 years. The problem started like 4 years of me being with them. They started having that issue. But this particular day, the main problem, what started that problem, I know, because at that time, Emeka could not be able to go to the house again. There's a place we call in Sanford, Ogudu. And I don't want to mention name because people always come there to come and meet us there. When it comes to 7 p.m., everybody wants to go to their house now.